Welcome to SendAfrica Agent, a production-minded, multi-channel AI assistant and fast MCP server for SendAfrica SMS, Mail Africa email, and developer documentation. In the next few minutes, we'll walk through the architecture, the 14 tools, the safety model, the chat contract, and the billing semantics, everything you need to understand it end-to-end. The agent provides 4 surfaces: a dashboard assistant with structured chat responses, tool progress events, and session continuity, an MCP server with local style and protected remote SSE transports, 14 typed tools spanning SendAfrica, Mail Africa, and documentation, and built-in safety and performance controls, from confirmation previews to concurrent read-only execution with bounded history and per-tool timeouts. Here's the architecture, top to bottom. The dashboard chat widget posts to the SendAfrica Go Core API, which proxies the request to the agent service over a private, trusted connection. The agent service loads session history from SQLite, then runs a tool calling loop against the NAMIA LLM gateway, an OpenAI-compatible endpoint that defaults to GPT-4o Mini. Tools execute through a fast MCP server, which calls the SendAfrica and Mail Africa APIs upstream. Conversation state lives in 2 SQLite tables. Agent sessions store the session, account, and user identifiers. Agent messages store every turn, user, assistant, and tool, along with serialized tool calls and the tool ID that links each result back to its call. The newest 30 persisted messages are sent as context by default, and that bound keeps prompts predictable. The chat contract is strict by design. Clients post to V1 agent chat with an API key or bearer credential, plus X account ID and X user ID headers. The body carries a stable session ID of up to 120 characters, a message of up to 2,000 characters after trimming, and an optional user confirmation flag, which must only be set true after the user explicitly approves a pending action. Responses come back as structured JSON, not free text. You get a status field, completed, confirmation required, loop limit, timeout, validation error, or error, plus ordered tool events with per-tool durations, an iteration count, and a request ID for correlating server logs. Frontends should render tool events as compact progress rows and never expose raw tool arguments. Safety comes first. Campaign creation always requires explicit confirmation. Bulk SMS requires it above 10 recipients, and email above 5. When a tool needs approval, it returns a confirmation-required preview, not a result. The interface renders an approval card showing the action, the audience, and the message. Only after the user explicitly approves does the client resend the turn with user confirmation set to true. A vague reply like, "OK," is never treated as approval. The MCP server supports 2 transports. Local style, for Claude desktop and private automation, where credentials come from the process environment, never from checked-in config. And remote SSE for deployed assistance, protected by a dedicated agent MCP auth token sent as a bearer token or an XMCP token header. If no token is configured, the remote transport fails closed with an HTTP 503. And critically, never reuse an account API key as the transport secret. The tool catalog has 14 typed tools. On the SMS side, send SMS, bulk SMS, delivery status lookup by public message ID, contact listing, campaign creation, account balance, and usage summary. On the email side, send email, list inbound emails, and balance, plus documentation search and topic fetch, model discovery on the NAMIA gateway, and capability negotiation, which you should always call first to feature detect the deployment. SMS semantics matter. The API is authoritative on parts and credits. Client-side counters are advisory only. GSM7 messages carry 160 septets in a single part and 153 per part when multi-part. Unicode carries 70 UTF-16 code units, dropping to 67 per part. Smart punctuation is normalized before counting. And remember, a successful submission means provider acceptance, not handset delivery. Final states live in the message logs. Refunds are applied exactly once through an idempotent ledger, and a delivered message is terminal. It can never be overwritten. Pricing is refreshingly simple. 1 credit equals 1 SMS part. Voucher tiers run from 35 Tanzanian shillings per credit at Tier 1, down to 30 shillings at Tier 3 for volumes above 150,000 shillings. New accounts start with 5 free credits, and top-ups work through mobile money. M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa, Airtel Money, and Halo Pesa, via the voucher initiate endpoint. International sends use destination-specific rate cards, and the sandbox lets you test everything provider-free and credit-free. Let's close with the golden rules. 1. Credentials stay server-side, never in browser code, and remote MCP gets its own dedicated token. 2. Confirm before any high-impact send. 3. Submission is not delivery. Reconcile from message logs and treat delivered as terminal. 4. Use idempotency keys for safe retries and feature detect with the capabilities tool. That's SendAfrica Agent, production-minded AI for messaging in East Africa. Read the full docs at docsagent.sendafrica.online.